Hello, welcome to the Rich and Simple Living. My name's Maria, and if you're new around here, I vlog home life things. Today we're going to be doing some cooking, and that's in the air fryer, and I'm going to be doing some chocolate chip cookies. Now, just before Christmas, I think it was, I did try some of those, but they weren't from scratch. I'm just going to bring you down a little bit. There you go. But they weren't from scratch. I bought a box from Aldi's of ready-made ones. They were frozen ones, and I thought, oh, let's see what they're like, because I've never really bought many things from the shop and cooked them in the air fryer. That's something I'm going to have to start doing, because I haven't really done it. I tend to do things mainly from scratch. So I was thinking, I have to do a few more of them. But anyway, that was one thing I did see. And so we gave it a go, and it was okay. Didn't make many cookies, but it was okay. So I thought today, we'll have a go at making some from scratch. So we should get a few more out of that. I think the ones I made, they had about, I'm not sure if it's 6 or 8 somewhere. One of them two or in between that it made, but I'm hoping to make a few more today. So I'm going to bring you down and you can see what I'm doing. There we go. So I've got everything weighed out ready and prepared. I'm going to start with the 4 ounces of margarine. Get all the little bits out. And I'm just going to cream that a little bit. I've left it soften for a bit, so it shouldn't be too bad. Just cream it around a bit, soon creams up. Actually, when you do this, it looks a bit like butter icing. It reminds me of butter icing when you're creaming it around. That should be okay. We're going to add 3 ounces of soft brown sugar. And we're going to cream that together. They're nice and easy to make. You shouldn't take too much time. Cream all that up nicely. Turn around a bit so you can see what I'm doing. I always forget, they tend to go towards me. Better if I go that way, isn't it? Then you can see better what I'm doing. So I'll cream that up. Now we're going to add the dry ingredients. We're going to put 6 ounces of self-raising flour in. And along with that, 100 grams of chocolate chips. And we're going to put 2 tablespoons of golden syrup in. This is the messy bit. Never wants to come off the spoon. If I can get it out at all. It's hard with the syrup to know how much is what, because it sticks to the spoon. Let's get another one, see if we can drag some of that off. Right, do another one. That should do it, I think. Right. I'll have to scrape it off. There. That should do it. We're going to mix all of this together now. We'll perhaps need a little bit of milk so it's not too thick. We'll see how it goes. It's trouble, it sticks to your spoon. Could use spatulas, but I don't know why I don't really seem to get on that well with them. Do have them, but I've always used a wooden spoon. I think what we're going to do is just pop a drop of milk in there, because as you can see it's quite thick. This is where I have to be careful because I can get too carried away with the milk. That's loosening it a bit. To make sure all the dry ingredients underneath are mixed up. I think actually that might be all right. It's a bit thick, but then we don't want it too loose either. Right, get all that off there. We don't be wasting any. So I'm going to get my hands into it now. Oh, that's plenty. Right, so what we're going to do now is take little pieces of it. Not sure actually, would we be better swapping this way around perhaps? There, I've lined the bottom of my pan. I'm putting it directly on there. So I'm going to just drop little bits on. I might just to get some flour out as well because my hands will get very sticky. That's it. I can just put my hands in there then, that'll make it easier to handle. Right, we'll just shape them a little bit and then just drop them in. I've got to be careful not to do them too big. And make sure I've got enough room for them all. I find myself doing a lot of desserty things lately, but like I say, I tend to go for what's in the store cupboard. But I'm going to have to see if we can go towards savoury for a while as well. And like I said, I want to go in the shops and get some ready-made meals and try them in the air fryer because I don't really do that. I've done Aldi chips in there and they were okay. And I did the other cookies, I think it was just before Christmas, and they came out okay. I'm not sure if I've tried anything else in there. I've got to remember that these will probably splodge out a bit. I've probably done them a bit big. I'm not going to risk putting no more in there because, like I say, they'll probably splodge out. So there's 3, 6, 9 in there. I'll do that little bit in a moment. Let's just wipe my hands. Right. Just move that out of the way so we can get the drawers back in. Bring you up so you can see the air fryer. I'll pop them behind, but I'm going to move them in a minute when I switch the air fryer on because of the heat that comes all around the air fryer. So I've got 9 in there. We're going to pop them in there. Switch it on. I'm going to air fry them at 160, I think I'm going to do, and for 8 minutes. So we've got it at 160 and for 8 minutes. We'll put that on and we'll come back then in a moment and we'll see what it's done. So the microwave's just beeped, so we'll have a look. Microwave, it's a microwave, didn't I? Not microwave. Air fryer. Do you know, I don't know why I say microwave. I think because I liken it to the microwave. I'm always thinking, oh, it just reminds me of the microwave. So maybe that's why. Pop a towel down so I can put it on because it'll be hot. Right, let's get it out then so we can see. They look all right. They look the right colour anyway. And they're not spread out too far, which is good. I definitely couldn't have got the last bit of dough on. I'll see if I can take them out, put them on a plate. I don't think you'll be able to see. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe if we had to see a little bit. If I bring the plate a bit closer, move my wire and see what we can do. Oh, I don't know. These feel a bit gooey actually. I'm not going to be able to get that unless I leave them go cool first. But they're definitely warm and gooey at the moment. So is that a sign that I should cook them a little bit more? Or just leave them go cold? Because I don't want them to burn, because a cookie should have a little bit of gooiness about it. So I don't know really. These do seem very gooey. I think I might just put them back in for a couple of minutes. I don't know about anybody else and their air fryers, but people are always saying how fast they are and efficient, but I really don't find it, to be truthful. I find I end up cooking things the same length of time as what I would with the oven temperatures. And, well, as for the temperature control, I have no clue with it. I put it high, I put it low. Oh, dear me. I don't know. And I take everybody's tips on board, saying, oh, try this and try that, and I do, and it never always makes much difference. So we'll go back to the 160. Oh, I've got past it. Can't get it on. And I think we'll just give it 2 more minutes, because we certainly don't want to overdo it. Because I put 8 minutes in, that'll give it 10 minutes then. And 10 minutes is exactly what it says for my oven. So we'll go at 160 and give it 2 more minutes. And off we go. Okay, it's beeped again. We'll see what happens this time. I think I'm going to just leave it a bit this time. So we've had 2 more minutes and there's still a lovely, nice colour. So now it has had 10 minutes, which is exactly the same amount of time as what it says for in the oven. Now they are still quite gooey, but I think what I'm going to do is just leave them now go cold, because they definitely can't be cooked no more, and they are meant to be gooey. So you can see them down there. I'm not going to try and lift them out. We're going to leave them stand for a while, and then we'll come back to them and see if we can lift them out then. Okay, so we've left it a little while. It's cooled down enough now, so we're going to have a taste test of it. Just bring it down. I put them on a plate because I thought it'd cool down quicker on a nice cool plate. So I'll just take one. They're a bit gooey. Well, they're meant to be gooey, but they're not holding together very well. So I'm going to pass half to Sean, who's behind me. She doesn't like being seen. So we're going to taste test them. You can see the back of them, but they have come apart. But let's taste them. What do you think?
They're nice.
Very nice. Yeah, very nice. They are nice. Sort of biscuity on the top, but really soft in the middle, and chocolatey. Taste the chocolate. They are delicious. Although they're a lot of hassle to do. Well, they're not a lot of hassle to do. They're easy. And if I'd been doing it in the oven, I'd just put them on a baking tray all together and in they'd go. And I'm just keeping an eye on them. But I do find sometimes with the air fryer, it's not as brilliant as how I find the oven. Whether it's because I'm used to the oven or it's a type of air fryer I've got. Because different people have got different ones, and some people rave about theirs, what they can do in them, whereas others are a bit like me, or a bit limited with it. So I think it is down to the different type of air fryer. but like I said before, mine's a Tefal, and it's got like a ring at the top. Some people say they've got rings top and bottom, so I don't know. But now I've seen these new air fryer, like little mini ovens. They actually do look like microwaves, and you can see in them, which I think is quite good, being able to see in them. But yeah, everything's very adjustable with timing and temperature. I'm finding with this model that I'm having to slowly work towards the same times and temperatures as the cooker, so which defeats it a bit really, because it's supposed to be quicker, but I'm finding it's taking more or less the same amount of time. So I think it's perhaps the model of the one I've got. But having said that, there's things I cook in here that are fantastic. Fairy cakes, it's brilliant for. Pastas, makes fantastic pastas. In fact, the last time when I did Cornish pastas, I think it was Cornish or cheese and onion pastas, one of them, I made some in here but I had some left over, and I did the leftover ones in the oven. The ones in here were brilliant. They come out lovely. And you can go back to the vlog and see how they were. But I didn't film the ones I did in the oven. They were just leftover ones, and I didn't want to put this back on for the same amount of time again, so I just popped them in the oven. And I found the oven ones didn't have the same golden top, even though they were cooked, done exactly the same, made the same. They didn't have the same golden top, and they sort of broke a little bit on top, whereas doing them in here held them firm, and the pastry was lovely. So some things it's absolutely brilliant for, and then I'm finding other things that I think to myself, I wish I'd done that in the oven. I mean, I don't know if any of you have that same sort of problem. Let me know if you do, if you find some things work better than other things in your air fryers, and what sort of air fryers you've got as well, because I do think the different models make a difference. I am finding that. So yeah, that's it for this week. But however it looks when it comes out, I'm not scoring points for presentation, thank goodness. But taste wise, it tastes absolutely lovely, just how I'd expect it to taste. And that's the one thing, when anything's come out, although it's never looked brilliant with presentation, not everything anyway, like I've just said, some things do, but when you come to eat them and taste them, they taste absolutely lovely. There's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, like I say, that's that for this week now, and join me again next week and we'll get up something. I was going to have taken you outside today actually, while the cookies were doing. I was going to take you outside, and I was going to have asked you for an opinion on something. But it's absolutely raining. It's rained yesterday. We had a bit of snow in with it, and it's rained and rained overnight. Everywhere around is starting to get flooded, so the village is starting to get cut off again. So I thought, oh well, we won't go out today. But yeah, if we get a nice day next week, I'm going to take you outside with me, and I'm just going to ask for some opinions on something that I want to do outside, just to make it look better outside. But I'll tell you all about that if we ever get to go out next week. So thank you for watching. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Appreciate you all very much. It's brilliant. And even if you just watch, like I said before, that's great in itself. So thank you for doing that. Keep your comments coming down below. Tips are always useful. I love to have all your ideas and tips and suggestions, and not just for myself, but others read them as well. And you know, it's good for all of us. I think we can all take something on board. And let me know what air fryers you've got as well, and what you find works good in yours, and perhaps what's not so good in yours. So anyway, have a good weekend and take care everyone, and I'll see you next week. Bye.